the coach backing him to fulfill the capable boots of Captain Kamsande Kize. An exciting forward trio with Kermit, Erasmus, Mayambela and Relani is something that fans could certainly look forward to this afternoon.
So Cape Town City, led by Benny McCarthy, sitting alongside Vasily Manusakis, his assistant coach. But Benny McCarthy, one of the genuine legends of South African football. Kaizer Chiefs, however, line up as follows. Two changes from the side that started in their 2-0 win over Arrows 2.5 weeks ago. Free Frosler returns to the starting lineup in that right wing-back position, while Leonardo Castro, fresh off scoring a hat-trick against Sundowns in the Shell Helix Ultra Cup during the FIFA break, finds himself returning as the target man for Chiefs this afternoon. How do you evaluate this lineup?
Yeah, Friendly certainly assisting the likes of Katande for the coach to prove his worth in the starting lineup. Given the captain's armband today, his job is going to be certainly tested today with the likes of Kermit Erasmus playing in that. In your screen, Manyama, very important going forward for Kaizer Chiefs, linking up with the likes of Kama Billiat, and in form, indeed I say, Castro leading the line for Kaizer Chiefs today on the back of a hat-trick. Albeit it being a friendly match, it still counts. So an informed Castro will be playing alongside that man, Kamabilia, today, back in Cape Town, where he started his South African career with Ajax Cape Town.
Indeed, this is where it started. Hans Middendorp, however, a man who is no stranger to winning trophies in South Africa, but it's been a good number of years since he won anything with Kaizer Chiefs. Abongile Tom, Zakile Suela, Atinkosi Ndongeni and Emmanuel Desani, the officials today. Abongile Tom, the man in the middle, very promising referee, young referee who's found his way and is showing genuine consistency in the pitch. But as both sides acknowledge their fans in this match that has been delayed owing to security concerns, with a host of the fans now in the venue. Abongile Tom gets the signal to get us underway. This 2019 Telkom Knockout Round of 16 tie has begun. Cape Town City, the home side, play in the dark blue with yellow trim up against the black and gold of Kaizer Chiefs, who immediately look to go on the offensive here. Reeve Frosler combining brilliantly down that far flank, delivery in. Could be an opportunity for Billiard, but in the end, there's confidence in defence from Cape Town City as they show mature touches to steer that ball away from immediate danger. And hard to believe that we're still inside the opening 30 seconds of this tie, such as the intensity and tempo of the match in its infancy. Zukile Kawuti, a defensive midfielder who's playing in the left-back role. It's a role that he played in on a handful of occasions last season and in the last two matches for Cape Town City. And with Craig Martin at right-back, you would have to describe this, Stanton Fredericks, if you consider that Edmilson Dove, left-back, is playing as a central defender. This has got to be considered a makeshift defence of sorts as Frosler tries the long throw. And Dove clears.
Yeah, makeshift indeed, Dwayne, and talk about that. Dove finds himself in the central defensive position at Milton, that is. Quite a few games for Cape Town City this season, and the Cape Town City not off to the best start to the 2019-2020 campaign, but certainly we know the quality that they possess in this squad, and Dove on hand to clear up.
Mozambican international, who was in action for his country against Kenya in this FIFA international break. Both these sides had players away on international duty. Zatingosi Ndongeni agrees with Leonardo Castro and says that ball was out off the Cape Town City player and is therefore a corner kick. Indeed correct. Zugile Kawuti shipping that ball over the line. So first corner of the game, 2 minutes in.
There's the signal, bouncing the ball. Kama Billiat giving the signal to his defenders which option he will take for this corner kick.
Billiat turning it away from the keeper, lands kindly for Cardozo, who can't keep his effort down. He's a man who can score. He's already bagged 2 APSA Premiership goals this campaign. And Daniel Cardozo is dangerous from headers, and indeed the regular penalty taker for Kaizer Chiefs as well. Not a stranger to scoring. Here is Martin going on the offensive. It does need to remember that he is going to need to perform defensive duties for much this afternoon, although he did play as a right back in pre-season, because Thamsanqa Mkhize, the Cape Town City club captain who's injured for today's tie, having picked up an ankle injury, was with Bafana Bafana at the Africa Cup of Nations. As Löwenberg comes out and scoops that ball into Kaizer Chiefs territory. Matoho, who's earned his recall to Bafana Bafana. And there's Löwenberg, recently engaged, and a man who also recently signed a 4-year contract extension. And I can tell you something else, his mother is in Cape Town to watch him play live for the first time today. Delivery into that 18-yard area. Tariq Philis steers the ball away. There's Manyama, Katsande. Manyama trying to push into an offensive position. Jürgen Sussman, another player who returns to Cape Town, where his football career started.
But when you mentioned Liebenberg's mum coming to watch him, and that certainly resounds with myself, you know, when you're playing in a different country. Always a proud moment for the parent there.
Well, indeed, and there must be an immense confidence booster when suddenly you're playing in a foreign environment, to have some familiarity. Must be a wonderful sense of optimism and pride.
Yeah, 100%, and Liebenberg certainly loving life in Cape Town. We've seen his qualities and what a difference he's made to this Cape Town City team, and extending his contract by 4 years with Cape Town City certainly tells us that he's happy here, and I couldn't ask for a better country or a better place to spend another 4 years.
Indeed, he finds himself having a very happy time in Cape Town. Meanwhile, an unhappy time for Bernard Parker, who looks to have some ankle issues in the early stages. So there are a medical team out and about on the pitch. It looked like he and Martin came together. It's more the ball, and sometimes that's even more painful than getting a boot directly onto the shin pad, because that reverberation could cause all sorts of untold damage.
But a good thing, having a look at that clash, is that both players not pulling out of the tackle, and often you see players getting hurt, and experience tells you when you pull out of a tackle, that is exactly when you do get injured.
Cape Town City looking for an attack here. Jürgen Sussman with his weaker right boot trying to clear only as far as Kieran Bacchus, who's playing in his first cup tie in South Africa. Kaizer Chiefs, bear in mind, missed out on the MTN8 this season. Mukeke looks to bring Makola into play, experienced campaigner, formerly with Orlando Pirates. On that far flank, here is Thabo Nodada looking for the dangerous Kermit Romeo Erasmus. So here's Romeo on his jersey. Clean tackle, says referee Abangile Thomas. Katsande steals position for Cape Town, for Kaizer Chiefs, and look to get their counter-attack going. Parker feeding for Billiard, who tries the little back heel. Parker delivering to come, and he's overcooked it by some way, failing to find his range at the coast.
See Kama Billiard using the space in front of him very intelligently. That's a second run is made into space, taking Phillies away from his good defensive position, and just testing that organization of that Cape Town City defense early on is Kaizer Chiefs.
Sean Roberts was talking about it as well with Julia before the match. Craig Martin, who's in possession here, is playing in that right back role. He's going to want to get forward because that is his natural instinct, and he's the kind of player who can use his pace very effectively against opponents. Going on the attack, Makola tries a long-range effort, but that's not going to beat a keeper who was at the World Cup with Nigeria last year, and at the African Cup of Nations with Nigeria earlier this year, where he came back with a bronze medal, did Daniel Akpe. And although he has been criticised and taken some vitriolic outbursts from players, Billiat with a magnificent first touch, a poorly executed attempt to either pick out the teammates or have a genuine effort at the Leeuwenburg goal.
It's a skill set, Dwayne, that amazes me. Kama Billiard's first touch.
Yeah.
No matter where it is, high, low, Just seems like he's got a bit of glue on his boots there.
Well, I don't know if you recall one of my favourite goals of all time, Percy Tau, with that little flick over the shoulder, landed on the boot of Billiard, who smashed home a volley brilliantly. And who was that against?
It was in Cape Town.
It was in Cape Town. Now the magic of Percy Tau has been told all around Europe at the moment. He's stunned many with his performances for Club Brugge, particularly in the UEFA Champions League, where he helped his Belgian side claim an incredible 2-2 draw against Zinedine Zidane's Real Madrid in Champions League group stage action. Real chance here for Cape Town City, themselves probing, looking for a way through. Ralani going down under a challenge. Manyama, former Cape Town City captain, player of the season while he was at Cape Town City. The man who earned an overseas move for the performances he produced here in Cape Town and for this very club. Oh, Cardozo just getting that a little wrong, and the opportunity presented to Cape Town City here. Makola thought Erasmus would continue his run. Mayambela with a quick throw-in. So good thinking from Cape Town City. Billiard, meanwhile, is asking Abungile Tom why no call in his favour, but advantage being played, and Kaizer Chiefs had the ball and space.
Dwayne, we mentioned earlier how manicured this pitch is, but it does seem to be holding up the ball a little bit, and players need to just adjust to that movement a bit. Got to give a strong pass for it to get to your opponent, or your teammate rather.
Here's Frosler.
I would have loved to have seen a bit of wet on it just to speed it up, but I'm sure Cape Town City knew exactly why.
It's quick enough without the extra speed. Can you imagine the pace of the game then? Mark Mayambela, having made his way to Cape Town City, scored on debut for his new club, Kieran Bunkis. He's already found a goal, the Durban-born Australian-raised midfielder. So, 10 minutes gone. Cape Town City 0, Kaizer Chiefs 0 in a match that must have a winner. This is Telkom knockout. It is cup competition. Mato, forward from Cardozo, looking to pick out Bernard Parker, whose experience is immense and indeed so very important to Kaizer Chiefs.
You talk about experience there, and Bernard Parker just intelligently getting his body in between the ball and the man, knowing exactly where he is on the pitch.
Second corner of the game, Billiard will feed from the near side. Found Cardozo from his first corner, but Cardozo couldn't keep his shot down, and Leeuwenburg has yet to be tested in the game. Delivery in closer to the keeper, but his defence, Dove, keeping that ball at bay. Not the best touch by Ralani. That ball out of play on the near side. Amethyst Bradley surprised Ralani. Now into his 30s. The man who has returned to South Africa and enjoying his football in Cape Town. There's Matoho coming back to Akpe. He was man of the match off the bench for the injured Itumelengkune in a 1-0 win over Baroka late last month. Splendid succession of saves for Daniel Akpe against an inspired-looking Baroka attack that failed to beat him on the day. 1-0. Chiefs came away with a victory courtesy of Manyama's third of the campaign. Kermit Erasmus has 5 goals this season though. When you're looking at the stats on paper, there are a few players who look like they might find a goal today as we look at this moment. Mato crowding his opponent.
And Mato just keeping a close eye there on Erasmus, I think it was. And the central defenders not happy when they have to move out of their comfort zone to the side.
Bodies strewn all over the turf here, and free kick has gone the way of Cape Town City. And players from both sides being warned. Kermit Erasmus helped to his feet. And players from both sides being spoken to. Gatsande, Erasmus, Mukeke there just in case there's anything he needs to try to calm down, but a clear foul.
Kaizer Chiefs doing well to not give Kermit Erasmus that space of pockets that he likes to operate in between the midfielder and the defenders. And Katsande will be the responsible man there to make sure that he's close enough to that defense, not allowing the danger man Romeo.
So free kick time. Here's it to be. Makola goes high. Experienced Orlando Pirates man. He scored free kicks when he was at Free State Stars. He scored free kicks when he was at Orlando Pirates. And looking to find the back of the Kaiser Chiefs net here. Fails to test Akbay.
I think it was a little bit too close to the goals to get it up and over that wall. I think Makola would have loved it to be about 3 meters further back. I've seen him power those in before for Orlando Pirates. Settled in nicely here to Cape Town City in that midfield next to Mokeke.
So possession stats favouring the visiting side by a relatively slim margin, as Nodada here is busy getting himself into a grand position. Mayambela cuts inside, has the chance of a shot, but he's pulled his effort. And Cape Town City showing how dangerous they can be in the blink of an eye.
Some great movement from Mayambela. I think this is where he will become more effective for Cape Town City. We don't think he has the speed, but he has the brains and he has the composure, and certainly possesses that sweet left foot. So cutting inside infield, and just with the runners around him, you never know if Mayambela is going to take a pop at the goal or just slide it through. So with Erasmus lurking around that box and experience of Mayambela, that's where Cape Town City can pose a danger for Kaiser Chiefs.
Cardozo looking to go long. Bernard Parker, he and Billiard are looking to both break down the left flank here. And I think the idea is to see the likes of Billiard and Parker break down the left, test Craig Martin in that makeshift right-back position, as again Kaiser Chiefs look to come down this near side. Unfortunately, Bacchus, from a Chiefs perspective, Bacchus has got his pass slightly wrong and Martin comes out on top. Then bundles Parker over and concedes the free kick. But the clear Chiefs tactic is to attack this right-back flank of Cape Town City, test Craig Martin in that makeshift role, and hopefully for Kaiser Chiefs they could find either Parker or Billiard squaring it for the likes of Castro.
And it has been a more direct approach from Kaiser Chiefs, choosing not to go through the middle of the park or wide and just playing it up to Castro and looking to play off that second ball. Switching it up a bit is Ernest Middendorp, trying to test that what seems to be a fragile defense of Cape Town City of late.
First foul of the game from Cape Town City. Chiefs look to convert. Manyama steers it in. Leverberg with a touch. That ball kept out of the Kaiser Chiefs, out of the Cape Town City net, as Kaiser Chiefs look for the opening score, but looking to hit on the counter here. Nodada, and that's just clipped one of the Chiefs players, either Froslow or Billiards. In its attempt to pick out Erasmus, and Daniel Akpe charging in, looking to clear any immediate danger. Makola can turn that ball around, but it's loyal. It's come back to him.
Cape Town City showing how dangerous they can be on the counter-attack, using the speed of Relani momentarily on the right-hand side.
There's Phyllis looking for options. There's Nodada. Genuine box-to-box midfielder is Tabo Nodada, but arguably the most industrious player at Cape Town City so far this season. And it's been a difficult season for him, having come back from injury. The cheer for Castro as he uses his heel to flick this ball over Dove and Milson Dove.
Our business forward. Business safety is our number one. with regards to talk about such things. It doesn't happen. So my plea, madam, I would first like to such a state that you as safety rollouts definitely must happen. And I would also ask you, of the new employees that have come on board, how many you trained? I don't think it has been. And it would really be unfair for an expectation of this kind when people are not really interacting on a normal basis. Thank you very much.
Okay, and thanks Habeleni for your clarity. And I know that people are getting excited. I hope it doesn't end with excitement. It's followed by an action. So a problem recognized, the problem solved. So this is the platform, and as I mentioned, that if you've got suggestion or anything, feel free to comment. It is a problem, it is an issue, and it needs to be solved. So thanks for everyone that participated. And then on the second question, in terms of the OSHA's, the introduction, that people from safety, people still need, in terms of OSHA's, there's supposed to be an awareness training for all the employees. So that awareness is conducted by the training department. We'll still receive a formal training, because remember on the work stoppage we discussed, and in terms of the work stoppage, because each and every CNC or each and every department will gather for work stoppage. And for our safety for officers, it's not feasible to be everywhere on every work stoppage. That's why we've got managers on adopted site, because whenever there's a work stoppage, there's somebody who's supposed to be sharing that work stoppage. So it does not lie on safety, but it all lies on the management. Every manager is supposed to be on site on the adopted CNC. So it's still a challenge for that, and it's been recognized, so it needs to be sorted. So will you receive an awareness training on the OSHAs? Yeah. And then on the third question, in terms of PPE availability, I think that is planning. If you know that you hired someone, an employee must not seek for equipment, but a proper management. If an employee comes and it's a new employee, it's supposed to have resources to start working. So I think it lies on each and every individual. If you know that you've hired someone or you're responsible to ensure that people are working in safe on site, you must make sure that all the resources are available. But I will not allude that, because we do have people that are working for materials or the people that are issuing PPE. So I think that it will vary from places to places. So please consult your supervisor or your manager what is happening, because as safety, we do not buy PPE, but we're supposed to ensure that people wear PPE on site. We do not buy PPE. So please consult your manager and ask.